Greetings and welcome back to the Wildcat Sports Network. I'm Rebecca Lamb.
And I'm Courtney Mahan. We've got some exciting highlights and season recaps from our school's volleyball, tennis, and golf teams. It's been an incredible season, so let's dive right in.
That's right. We'll kick things off with the volleyball team, who had a season full of impressive plays, hard-fought matches, and of course, plenty of team spirit. Let's take a look back at their season with this recap. Ball may be a time. The Har-Ber Wildcats, it's the moments in between that truly matter. Even under intense pressure, these girls rise to challenges, proving that their resilience and teamwork were just as powerful as their skills on the court.
My favorite games was definitely during the state tournament when we played Jonesboro in the first round. It was very memorable because we had so many students there. I think there was like 530 kids there, and we've never had a crowd like that before. So there was a lot of nerves and pressure going into that game, and it was just memorable because we as a team got to kind of feel that experience for the first time.
The Har-Ber Wildcats found that their strength lies from their love and trust in one another, even through changes.
One of my favorite games was the game against Springdale. We played really good as a team, but it was also when I transitioned from an outside hitter to a libero.
A game that stands out to me was our senior night because it was just super fun and high emotion, and we all just wanted it for each other. So it was probably the game that we all played because we all just wanted so much joy for each other. So I think that stands out to me just because of how grateful I was to be in the shoes that I was in.
Whether they're celebrating a win or bouncing back from a loss, they know they've already won something even greater, each other. For Har-Ber WCSN, I'm Rebecca Lamb.
Thanks, Rebecca. These girls form an extraordinary team built on a foundation of talent, teamwork, and strong friendships.
That's right, Courtney. Now let's take a closer look at the golf world and hear from coaches and players about what made this season such a success. Jonah Reading has the story.
Har-Ber golf season coming to a close, we thought we'd interview their coach and a player to see what their thoughts are going into the offseason. We decided to ask Coach Rippey what he thinks they need to work on.
All right, the biggest thing that our team needs to improve on will be definitely improving our scores in the 3, 4, 5 spot for both teams. It really takes, you can have a couple of great golfers at the top, but it really takes a solid core to compete for championships. So we've got to continue to work on developing the strength of the bottom part of our roster.
We then decided to ask Stafford what his best memory was and his biggest takeaway was of the season.
So my biggest takeaway at Har-Ber was probably that hard work and get somewhere. I joined the golf team on my junior year, and during that year I was so bad. I played in the JV events, but I never got a single one of my scores counted in one of the tournaments. And now coming into this year, I worked so much during the off season that coming into this year, I was the 3rd spot on the team, and I could shoot consistent rounds in the 70s, and I was only maybe 1 or 2 tournaments where my score wasn't counted toward the total team score. So my best memory this year was probably we were at the it was the first tee tournament in Bella Vista, played at the Bella Vista Country Club, and it's a 2-round tournament. During the first round, I had one of my worst rounds I've ever had, and I could not hit the ball that day. So after that, and then I tried to come back as strong as I could the next day. The next day I shot a 77, and I believe it was one of the best scores in the field that day. And it felt really good because I was hitting it really well.
I know we are all looking forward to another Har-Ber golf season. Jonah Reading signing out.
Thanks, Jonah. It sounds like it was another great Har-Ber golf season. Shifting gears, this year the tennis team faced tough opponents but showed remarkable resilience. Now let's hear what Coach Horn has to say about his team's performance.
Generally, on the guys' side, we're always in the top 10 in the state, and always in the top 4 to 5, up to 2 in our conference. A little tougher, but overall, both teams did really well. On the girls' side, we've finished 10-4. On the guys' side, we finished 6-5. And so just very successful, especially on the girls' side, very successful year. My kids, they get along really well. Good group, fun group, a very social group, a lot of team dinners, and I kind of let them take care of that. So just really a very fun group.
When I first joined tennis, I was on the developmental team, which was kind of weird as I was a sophomore and everyone else was a freshman because I was fresh to tennis. When I started, I was not very good. I could barely hit a ball over the net. Ended up getting a lot better from the very start. So yeah, I just improved a lot. My favorite part about tennis is being able to play doubles. I played with my doubles partner, Jackson Gadberry. He's a really great guy, love him as a teammate, and I just had a lot of fun playing with him. Our tennis season went decently well. We won quite a few of our matches, and our conference team did decently well.
Thank you, Tate, for your encouraging insight. We hope the entire team all had a fun 2024 season, and we hope for the 2025 season to be just as good or even better.
That's all the time we have for today's show. Thanks for tuning in to WCSN. Be sure to stay updated on all of our school sports news, and we'll see you next time. Until then, keep supporting your teams and go Cats!